It's kind of like, man, this is messing with my work. You know, like he's saying relationships just don't help him. He claims he doesn't make his best music when he's tied down. So basically, he's one of those, it's not you, it's me, type of guys. So now it looks like Common has done exactly what he always does, pulled away from Jennifer Hudson the moment things started getting serious. They had been inseparable for a while, even going public, with Common proudly bragging that they were perfectly matched and that she was his #1 priority. To all the women I've dated, it's all love. But this is a really healthy and beautiful relationship, bro. I'm just trying to keep God first, communicate better, take everything I've learned as a human being, the mistakes I've made in relationships where I was at fault, learn from that, grow from that, use therapy, use understanding, and actually enjoy life. Life is about creating joy, creating love, embracing the grace God gives. So if I'm ever going to get married, it would be to her. Simple as that. But insiders claim everything flipped the moment he proposed. Jennifer reportedly hit him with a firm no. Common supposedly felt embarrassed and said she had wasted his time. But the real twist is that this is coming from a man who has been running laps around Black Hollywood for decades. Jennifer, however, isn't losing sleep. After going through one divorce, she has openly said that marriage was never her dream. And if she ever did consider it again, she wouldn't ignore the red flags people have warned her about for years. So is this really over, or is there more tea on the way? Now, we all know Common has been in Hollywood for a long minute. His dating history includes Erykah Badu, Tiffany Haddish, Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye, just to name a few. But him and Jennifer Hudson getting together? Nobody really saw that coming. They grew close after working on the movie Breathe and started dating around 2022. Jennifer usually keeps her love life extremely private, but people still caught them together enough times to put the pieces together. Jen tried to brush it off, saying, "People create their own stories. We filmed a movie together where he played my husband. We ate together sometimes between scenes." But everyone knew that was pure nonsense, because even after filming ended, they were seen together multiple times. And Common even flew out to London just to attend the premiere of her musical A Strange Loop. Girl, you don't take that kind of trip for someone who's just a coworker. Eventually, they stopped pretending and decided to go public. Common even appeared on Jennifer's talk show and finally admitted they were together. Are you dating anyone? Yes. I'm in a relationship with one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. She's smart, she loves God, she's grounded, she's incredibly talented, but I told myself she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar her first time out. She had to have her own talk show. My standards were high. So with Jennifer confirming things so boldly, it seemed like the relationship was solid and a wedding was only a matter of time. Common also kept making it crystal clear that Jennifer was the woman he could actually see himself marrying. She's a Chicago woman and just an amazing human being. I've always been inspired by her. She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met, with an incredible heart. She's just dope. But despite the cuteness, many people warned Jennifer to slow things down because Common's dating history is, well, complicated. He has openly admitted he loves powerful, successful women and he thrives during the honeymoon phase, but once things get serious and marriage comes up, he ghosts. We saw this with Tiffany Haddish. He tried to spin their breakup as mutual, but Tiffany made it clear it wasn't mutual at all, he dumped her over the phone. So if Common's past meant anything, Jennifer definitely had reasons to be cautious. But plot twist, we were all wrong, because apparently Common actually proposed, and Jennifer turned him down. Common has always had a reputation as a Hollywood playboy, so when he suddenly decided he wanted to settle down, it shocked everyone, including Jennifer. But even then, she still couldn't bring herself to say yes. Reports say she had doubts because she didn't believe he was truly done with his old ways. And after her messy split from her ex-fiancé David Otunga, She had promised herself she wouldn't rush into another lifelong commitment. An insider claimed, Common tells Jen that despite his past with famous women, he's serious about her. But Jen felt that way during her 9-year engagement, and she doesn't want another broken commitment or to end up back at square one. Between the trauma she allegedly experienced in her past relationship and Common's sketchy dating history, Jennifer wasn't eager to jump into marriage. She wanted more time to see if he was really serious. But was Common cool with this? Apparently not. Sources say he was furious, and felt blindsided and humiliated because he assumed she would say yes. He expected to walk away that night with a fiancé, but instead walked away rejected. And now he's reportedly still bitter about it because he thought they were aligned on the next step. Even though things between them aren't the same anymore, fans are relieved Jennifer didn't just become another woman in Common's long list. Common really thought he had his retirement plan. Jennifer wasn't fooled. She made the right choice. She's been through too much to gamble her peace for someone who doesn't stay committed. He barely put in effort and already wanted marriage. That's the oldest trick in the book. Now the real question is what y'all think. Do you believe Jennifer Hudson will eventually change her mind? And say yes to Common? Let me know in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye baddies. He might just be the kind of man who never truly commits to anyone. Maybe he's like a bee, hopping from one flower to the next without ever settling in one place. Once he got busy again, everything shifted. The hectic schedule meant they couldn't invest the time or energy their relationship needed to grow. The love didn't exactly fade away, but they simply stopped nurturing what they had. And that's when he started saying things like, "I need to enjoy the little moments," and focusing on creating joy, love, peace, and embracing whatever grace life offers. Then came the big line, "If I ever get married, she's the one." That had everyone stunned. He's always said that perfection doesn't exist, and neither partner will ever check every single box. What matters is whether their core values align. If the most important things match, then you're solid. Even Jennifer agreed that this was real advice. So welcome back to Star Hush, where the streets are never quiet and the tea never stops boiling. Let's get this straight, rumors are swirling that Common might already be entertaining someone new, and allegedly Jennifer Hudson did not see this coming. Word is she was completely blindsided, and insiders claim things behind the scenes are way messier than anyone imagined. Because hold on, wasn't Common just publicly praising Jennifer every time he got near a microphone? Didn't he gush non-stop about how perfectly matched they were, acting like he had finally found a life partner? That's why this rumor is so jarring. It's not coming off like some cheap gossip, it's giving double-sided energy. Fans are asking how someone goes from celebrating his woman everywhere he goes to supposedly entertaining another lady the second things hit a rough patch. That's not a minor shift. That's a full plot twist. And people say Jennifer must feel like she got emotional whiplash. Imagine thinking you've found your happily ever after, then suddenly there's talk of someone else. And remember, he's always been seen as someone who never fully settles. More than one person has compared him to a bee floating from flower to flower. And now the whispers have gotten even louder. Word around town is that Common has another woman on the side, and apparently he's been out here bad-mouthing Jennifer after stepping out. That's not just messy, that's betrayal energy. And it's got everyone buzzing. Some think this whole situation ties back to last year when he allegedly proposed and Jennifer wasn't ready to accept. If her rejection bruised his ego that badly, maybe what we're seeing now is less about heartbreak and more about revenge disguised as a breakup. But there's another twist. Some folks believe Common may be running a distraction play. Why? Because people recently started resurfacing old rumors questioning whether he's even into women the way he publicly claims. The talk about him possibly playing for the other team has started circulating again. And now fans are wondering if this new woman storyline is just a smokescreen. One fan even wrote, "This man keeps dodging the truth, first marriage, now accountability." If that's the vibe, this scandal is about to grow legs. When asked about Jennifer, Common said she was one of the biggest blessings in his entire life. He described their bond as a deep partnership, a soulful connection, praising her talent, her spirit, and calling her one of the greatest vocalists ever. He made it sound like they were already on the same wavelength spiritually and emotionally. But brace yourself, because the mess is overflowing and fans won't stop talking. Common has a long track record of dating powerhouse women. And not just any women, top-tier Hollywood icons. His dating resume reads like a who's who of entertainment: Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Tiffany Haddish, Erykah Badu, Angela Rye, Ava DuVernay, Kim Jones, Jaguar Wright, on and on. That's not casual dating, that's a whole collection. Fans joke that he collects famous women like other people collect sneakers. And yet, not a single one has ever stayed long-term. The running joke is that he should come with a warning label, expiration date, 6 months. And honestly, his history supports the joke. Even he has admitted it, he loves the chase, the excitement, the honeymoon stage. But once things begin getting serious and stable, he ejects. Boom. He's out. And the relationship disappears like it never existed. He even confessed to being addicted to love itself, the high of falling, not the commitment afterward. Some people have even taken it further, making wild claims. Some joke he'd rather spend time with John Legend than with any of the women he dates. So now people are saying Jennifer might have been dreaming if she thought she could transform him into a forever man. Many call it straight-up delusion. But to be fair, he said all the right things when they started dating. He talked about therapy, self-improvement, and made it seem like he was finally ready for marriage. He even boldly declared that if he ever married anyone, it would be Jennifer Hudson. Naturally, fans rooted for them. But recently, cracks started appearing, fewer appearances together, colder body language, subtle posts from Jennifer that had fans analyzing every word. And soon enough, whispers started that Common's attention had shifted elsewhere. Some unconfirmed claims say he's been spotted without Jennifer a few times, looking a little too comfortable with other women. And because it's Common, no one would be shocked if those claims turned out true. Even more shocking are reports that Common has been complaining behind the scenes, saying he can't stand Jennifer anymore. That's wild because not long ago he was calling her his blessing. What changed? Insiders say the shift may go back to the alleged rejected proposal. Apparently Common was ready to take the next step, but Jennifer wasn't. Sources say she didn't see him as marriage material, not because she didn't care about him, but because she never fully trusted him. His history with famous women had her on edge from the jump. And though he came in strong and swept her off her feet, she couldn't shake the doubts. But fans can't help asking, didn't she already know his history before she dated him? His love life has been public for decades. How can she be shocked now? And her hesitation didn't end there. Jennifer is still scarred from her previous engagement to David Otunga. That relationship left deep emotional wounds. She said in the past that marriage wasn't something she cared about anymore. So when Common tried to turn their romance into something permanent, she pumped the brakes quickly. That rejection reportedly left him embarrassed and frustrated. Common has even admitted that he used to have love addiction, becoming hooked on the honeymoon phase. And Jennifer, according to insiders, was so shaken by her past that she swore she wouldn't rush into another marriage under any circumstances. And who can blame her? She described her past with Otunga as toxic, and everyone remembers how ugly their breakup was. Insiders say Common tried to reassure her, claiming he was serious this time. But she couldn't ignore her past trauma, or Common's reputation. She reminded people that she once spent 9 years engaged and refused to repeat that mistake. But here's where the tea gets hotter. Some claim Common didn't pull away because of the rejection. Some say the real reason might be that he struggles with who he's truly attracted to. Rumors have floated for years that he might not be as straight as he presents. Jaguar Wright once said she wished people knew the truth about him. She accused him of using relationships with black women to clean up his public image. She even claimed he preferred men but used women as props for his brand. And she questioned why none of his famous exes have ever spoken publicly about his bedroom performance, suggesting their silence speaks volumes. Now, these claims could be false. Or they could be closer to the truth than people think. Either way, it reignited speculation. When you pair that with a long list of relationships that never lasted, it makes fans wonder if something deeper is going on. And then came another bomb. A man came forward with a story from a Hollywood event. He said Common spent the entire night talking to him, not his wife. And at 3 a.m., Common allegedly leaned in and asked, "So what are you doing later tonight?" The guy said he told him he was going home with his wife, and he insists there was no misunderstanding. That story only poured gasoline on the rumor fire. But Jennifer isn't escaping the mess either. Her past with David Otunga was extremely chaotic. David accused her of cheating with producer Molly Music. Jennifer denied it, but the rumors were enough to drag their split into the mud. Jennifer accused David of jealousy and threatening behavior. David denied everything and claimed she was twisting the story and using her fame to manipulate public opinion. He also said he was their son's primary caregiver and that she pressured him to choose family over career. Things escalated so much that police even launched an investigation into Jennifer's claims, but David was eventually cleared. Jennifer later dropped her protective order, but only after he agreed not to show up at her home again. So when you put it together, Common's messy relationship reputation and Jennifer's dramatic breakup history, you can see why people think both sides brought baggage. Maybe this split wasn't caused by just one person. David once claimed Jennifer uses her influence to make herself look innocent while portraying others as villains. He forever material? That's exactly why this rumor is hitting harder than usual. It doesn't sound like random gossip. It's giving straight-up double-sided behavior. Fans are out here confused, trying to figure out how a man can go from praising his woman like she's heaven sent to allegedly talking to someone else the next minute. That's not just a mood swing, that's a storyline twist. People are saying Jennifer must be feeling emotional whiplash. Imagine thinking you've walked into your happily ever after, and then boom, you're slapped with rumors of another woman. And again, maybe Common is the kind of person who never really settles with anyone. Maybe he's that bee floating from bloom to bloom. But wait, the whispers just got louder. Streets are saying Common has another woman warming his bed. And not only that, he's allegedly been talking reckless about Jennifer after stepping outside the relationship. Now that's not just messy, that's betrayal vibes. Some folks think this all traces back to last year when he supposedly proposed and Jennifer wasn't ready. Did that rejection bruise his ego so badly that now he's out here flipping the narrative? If that's true, then this isn't a breakup, it's revenge dressed as headlines. But guess what, there's more. Some people are saying Common might be running a distraction play. Why? Because old rumors have resurfaced, the ones claiming he might not even be into women the way he claims. Yep, the streets are whispering again that he may prefer the other team, and that this new woman story is just a smokescreen. One fan even wrote, "This man keeps running from the truth. First marriage, now accountability." If that's how fans feel, then this scandal is way bigger than anyone thought. When someone asked, "How special is Jennifer Hudson to you?" Common said she was one of the biggest blessings in his life, one of the most important parts of his journey. He talked about their friendship, partnership, their shared life. He praised her talent, her soul, her gifts, her voice, even calling her one of the greatest vocalists of all time. He said their relationship was equally yoked, connected, aligned. But now the mess is everywhere. Common is known for dating powerful, gorgeous women, and the list is basically a Hollywood Hall of Fame. Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Tiffany Haddish, Erykah Badu, Angela Rye, Ava DuVernay, Jaguar Wright, the list goes on. That's not normal dating history, That's practically a collection. But none of them lasted. Not a single one. Fans even joke he should come with a label saying, expiration date, 6 months. And honestly, looking at his past, it checks out. Common himself admitted that he gets high off the honeymoon phase, the rush of falling in love, but once things get steady and real, he checks out. He even said he was addicted to the feeling of love, not the intimacy. That explains why he can land these women but can't keep any relationship solid long-term. Some people even brought up the shady comments like the ones hinting he'd rather spend time with John Legend than his girlfriends. And now people think Jennifer believed she could change him, and maybe that was the dream she shouldn't have had. But when their relationship began, Common really was saying all the right things. He talked about therapy, growth, self-work, settling down. He even said if he ever married, it would definitely be Jennifer. But fans with sharp eyes noticed something off recently: fewer public outings, colder energy, and cryptic posts. Suddenly things didn't look so rosy. Then the rumors started that Common was already drifting towards someone new. A few reports claimed he was out without Jennifer, looking a little too comfortable with other women. And even though nothing has been officially confirmed, people aren't shocked. It's Common. What's even more explosive is that insiders say he's been venting that he can't stand Jennifer anymore. That's wild considering he just called her the love of his life months ago. Sources say it all links back to the proposal Jennifer allegedly rejected. She wasn't ready, didn't trust him fully, and had doubts about his long track record of Hollywood romances. And let's be real, she already knew his history before dating him, so fans think it's strange that she suddenly got scared after he proposed. But it's not just that. Jennifer still carries emotional scars from her toxic relationship with David Otunga. She didn't want to rush into marriage again after spending 9 years engaged with nothing to show. She reportedly told people that maybe marriage just isn't for her anymore. Common, meanwhile, allegedly felt humiliated and frustrated. Maybe after the rejection, things just never went back to normal. Then there's another layer: some people believe the proposal wasn't the real issue. They claim Common's truth lies elsewhere, that maybe he isn't attracted to women the way he presents. These rumors aren't new. Jaguar Wright once said she wished the world knew the real truth about him, that he doesn't really love black women and uses them for image. She even claimed he preferred men and that every woman he's dated knows it. She also said that none of his exes ever talked about his performance in bed, something she implied was suspicious. Whether she's telling the truth or just being messy, her comments definitely fueled the speculation. Then another man came forward with a story. He attended a Hollywood event with his wife, and Common allegedly talked to him all night. At the end of the night, Common supposedly leaned in and asked, "What are you doing later tonight?" The man said he replied, "Going home with my wife," and the energy instantly got awkward. He insists he didn't misinterpret anything, he knew exactly what Common meant. That story only added more fuel.